Well, good to see you again, dear viewer. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining us again as we continue our Satisfactory Overexplained Let's Play. It's been a few days since I've played, so I'm feeling a bit lost. I did do a bunch of stuff off camera, as always. So we'll talk about some of that stuff first, but I'm so excited because today we get to go to phase 3, which is probably, I think, going to be the last phase of this Let's Play. I don't think we'll go any further than that, mainly because I've not done phase 4. I haven't completed phase 4 yet, so I think it would be incongruous of me to take us through it. Maybe we'll continue. We'll see how popular the series gets, who knows. Isn't our base looking really cool, though? I think it's looking dope. I'm particularly enjoying the colour scheme and the sort of building I've done around the motors factory. So we're going to have a quick look at that first, shall we? Let's go and float on over and have a wee look. I have had an annoying power issue that I've been trying to figure out, and I don't know, I'm still not sure where it was. I did pull out a bunch of, all the smelters in here were full and they couldn't output, and they were going yellow. So I did just take out all of the stockpile of ingots they had, but I need to double check it. I might do it, we might do it later today on this episode, or I might do it off camera. We'll just try and figure out why that's happening, like maybe not enough iron's getting used and I've calculated stuff wrong. But anyway, look at this lovely building. It's basically all glass and beams. That's the aesthetic I've gone for, but I'm quite pleased with it. Nice and simple. So I think this looks a lot more like a proper factory now, and I'm happy with it. Our motors are producing just great. Oh, we should have had a look while we were up there. Is there a ladder here? Oh, look, there's one just here. No, good grief. I just want to see. I think this guy should be running at 100%. Where are you? Oh, ticking along just lovely. So that's great. 4 motors per minute. If we have a look in the oh yeah. I like that it makes a little donk noise. I didn't know that it did that. That's quite good. Yes, I do miss being able to just run and jump anywhere I want. That's the only bit I don't like about building. There goes a tasty shiny motor. Off you go, mate. Sit in the box with your friends. Lovely. But let me just have a real quick look. I've lost my notes on my second screen. So what have I got? Fixed steel, reduced beams, increased pipes. Oh yes, so we did do that. Let's go and have a quick look at that. Real quick. Because yeah, we just had to change. Oh, is it worth going down there? Is it worth going all the way down there for it? Probably not. But I will. No, actually, we will, because I'll show you something else that I've done in between episodes down there. So I fleshed out our hypertubes a little bit. So we've got just got some named little signs telling us where they go now. So we've got one going over to the Caterium mine. This one goes back home. We've got Steelworks that way, and the Salmon Quartz Cave is that way. I went around, and essentially one of the things I did do down here is I added sinks. So you can see there's one I'm sort of trying to hide underneath that one there. I've just hidden some sinks around. Well, these not so hidden, is he? Oh, I forgot to paint them the proper colour. But I put some sinks down here generally to sort of suck up some of the waste, not the waste, the excess. And what we did down here was, so I reconfigured these 26.6. I'm going to trust that I did these maths right, but if I remember correctly, what I ended up doing was just splitting it so that we've got our foundries are making 120 ingots. So I've dropped these down a little bit so they're a neat round. They were at 45 before, so they're a nice neat 40 now. So I've got in total 40 steel beams being created, which I think gives me an excess of maybe like 5 or 6 a minute or something. So that means my storage is still going to be filling up, which is grand. And then it's the same with this. Now I think we're using about 40 something, and now I'm producing like 52, 53 in a minute. So just make sure that we've got plenty of those in stock, because they are really useful, and we will need to probably upgrade them very soon indeed. Having said that, now that I've added all of this stuff, like the sinks and everything, and sort of did a bit of troubleshooting trying to fix some energy spikes. Oh, it's looking quite flat actually since we've loaded up, but you can see our consumption is very close to our coal production. So we do need to expand power very soon. We've still got plenty of headroom. You know, this grey line at the top, that's what our biomass is going to add on top of that. So we're cool right now, I think. We're pretty good. But yeah, we need to go and look at the next things. Let's get back over this way then. We'll head back up to home base. Another thought I did have as I was doing these pipes was I did think about going over to the Caterium mine and setting up like automation of AI limiters. But then as I was trying to think about it, and I did a scan to try and see if there was nearby copper and stuff like that, and I thought actually that looks like a good use case for maybe demoing tractors and stuff like that. So we might do that at some point. And if I do it, I'll try and do it on camera so we can at least see the process. Might end up using tractor today. I don't know what the plan is going to be. It's very loose today, loosey-goosey. Oh dear, we probably ran out of momentum there right at the end, but that's just about made it. So let's stop dilly-dallying, as they used to say in the old times, and let's just get this. Wait, this isn't the right place to do it. We need to go up to the. We need to go up here. Press the big button. Get this sent off. And you know, I was thinking, I moaned about this in a previous episode about how you have to watch the cutscene between, and then it didn't happen for me, and that's because I've turned off all the narrative stuff. It is actually my preferred way to play. I don't like her chirping in my ear all the time. It's a bit annoying. Not gonna lie. But we move. Oh god, look, I've still got all these. They can go in the bin. Donk. What else have I got here? Right, send that off. Yeah, I need to go and declutter this inventory a little, I think. Right, you sending it off? He's sending it off. Where's my little, Hey! Complete phase 2 of the space elevator. Dings. Let's put some of this stuff in dimensional storage real quick. That can go in. You can go in the bin. You can go in. Bin. I don't think there's anything else I want to put in. Alright, let's see what we're missing. Oh, there we go, look. Building some extra bits. It's looking pretty cool. I do wonder what the heck we're building. See, if I ever do get to the point where I finish phase 4, I'm going to have to turn the story stuff back on, because I want to know what happens. It's looking pretty cool though. Looking pretty cool. Anyway, we'll let them do that. That's grand. What have we now got here? We've unlocked tier 5 and 6. So, sit back. I hope you've got a drink. I've got a drink. Let me just have a little sip. I'm going to do a nice little slideshow. We'll go through all of these and see what we've got. Oh boy. Look at the first one. Wait a sec, why is this one flashing? Why is that one flashing? Don't understand why tier 4 is flashing. Anyway, we've got tier 5 and 6 now. Have I not completed something here? Oh, I've done it all. I'm very confused. Maybe it's because that's where my previously selected milestone was or something. God knows. Could be just a bug that's really throwing me off. But look what we've got. We'll just look at the headlines first. Jetpack. Sick. Slight tangent. I was a bit disappointed when I first got the jetpack because I thought it would be a hover pack. I thought I'd be able to stay in place in the sky and build, and it would be really cool. But alas, no. This is just like a jetpack that you hold the button and you go up in the air, which is great though. Like for moving around and maneuverability, it is sick. I was wrong. I was very sad when I first got it, but man, it's cool. It's really good. Oil processing sounds exciting. Hopefully that's going to give us a new route to power. Logistics Mark IV, you can guess what's in there if you've been paying attention on the series. Fluid packaging, so that's going to be things that let us package up some of this stuff that we process here, so we don't have to process it where we extract it. Petroleum power sounds very exciting. Tier 6, industrial manufacturing. I think that's going to be similar to how we've had the ones before, where we suddenly got an assembler, we could do two parts together to make a part. I'm pretty sure that's the one where we get manufacturer, which is a 4-slot assembler, essentially. And then we can do recipes that have 3 or 4 ingredients all at once, which is exciting. Monorail train technology. Whew, monorails are pretty sick. My preference will be to set this up before tractors if we can. If there's something small that we want to do tractors for, we will. But I haven't played with trains that much, so I'd like to do it on this playthrough just for the fun, really. Pipeline engineering Mark II, a bit like logistics Mark II, but for pipes. And then blueprints Mark II. So those all sound like super exciting things. Hang on a second. We didn't look at over here yet. Hang on. up here we've got, where's my little thing gone? We've got our objectives up here, look. So we've got 2,500 versatile frameworks, and then 2 new things that we don't know what they are again yet. So hopefully we'll see those as we start going through the trees. But let's start having a look. Jetpack first then. I'm going to select this one because we're definitely doing this straight away today. So we'll get the jetpack. Allows pioneers to travel through the air with increased control. Fuel is automatically consumed, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, different fuel types. Here's the most important part, I think, is where it says different fuel types can be used to provide different levels of jetpack efficiency. So that's quite cool. We'll definitely look at that a little bit as we play. I'm not sure how many different fuel... There's a lot of different fuel types in this game, by the way, viewers. But I don't know how many different ones we're going to get to play with on this playthrough. Probably 1 or 2, though. So you can just put... I think you can put coal in. You can put anything you want in, and they burn at different rates. But yeah, we'll definitely be looking at tinkering with different fuel types. And we'll get some inventory slots. So let's select this. We did select this one, right? Sick. Oh, I don't have any motors on me. We'll have to take them out of the dimensional depot. I'd really do with increasing the size of the dimensional depot soon as well. We need 1,000 cable and 1,000 plates. Let's grab those real quick and get ourselves a jetpack. Where's our plates? Not this one, this one. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Have I already got some? Yeah, I have. Let's not get any more than that then. Take this, computer. Donk. Oh, lads, I've been so excited for this day. I love the jetpack. It makes life so much easier. We can craft 15 of them, mate. Sorted. So there we go, jetpack. Yet, we will never need to use the stupid parachute again. Sorry, anyone out there who likes the parachute. I don't. It's not my favourite. I don't want to say I hate it. It's just not my favourite. But now, we've got a jetpack, but we've got a little problem, whereas it doesn't have any fuel. Oh, here's a good thing though. This is a very hard little bit of UI to spot. And I think it only appears while it's equipped, which is a mistake, I think. Anyway, when you equip this, you get this little cog, and this says preferred fuel. So if you're carrying multiple fuel types, this is how you tell your jetpack which one to use. So, you know, like, it took me a while to find this the first time, because I'd made some packaged fuel for it, and I was like, oh, brilliant, I've got petrol in a bottle. And it was just still using this bloody wood, and it was annoying. But I think this is saying preferred fuel is solid biofuel. I guess that means, can it only take biofuel? Let me just check. Let's see, if we just grab a bush real quick. Oh, no. Wait, I've got solid biofuel and it's using that now. Hang on, why did... I tried to float a minute ago and it didn't work. But I think maybe I had to select that to make it do it, because now the icon's appeared here. Oh, I can't go back and check, but that seems to be the case. But anyway, can we use different fuel types? No, it's not letting me choose leaves, so I'm guessing it's only going to show fuel types that are compatible in here. Oh, what's this little note? Do you know what? Let's get rid of that one. I don't think we need that right now. That was while we were building our motor factory. Anywho, now we've got the jetpack. We can just glide around. It's very nice. My main thing that I like about this is it maintains your momentum. So if you come out of like a hypertube cannon, or you're going really fast on the power lines and you jump off, when you start using this to increase your jump distance, it doesn't slow you down, whereas the parachute does slow you down. I don't like that. I know it's realistic, but I don't like it. But yeah, so now we can jump. We can float around much. This is why this thing is great, because it makes getting around your base so convenient. I love it. I really love the way that they've structured the unlocks in this game generally. The movement rewards are very cool, very much appreciated. Hang on, I just noticed a yellow light over here. What's going on? Oh, but you just fall on the output. Have I not got a sink for these? Dude, that's poor of me. I obviously thought I'd never be in a situation where I'd have too many. Oh, I need to add that in. Curses. I'm going to add it to my... Hang on, let's add it to our to-do list. I'll put it in the private notes. These can be the between episodes notes. Right. What am I going to do? I'm going to zinc reinf plates. Right, I'll remember that later on. So, got a jetpack. The only thing I think that's worth mentioning about it, we looked at how you set the fuel. You can press and hold the button to fly up in the air, but generally it works. It's more efficient to actually just tap it quite slowly to because you get a bit of lift, and if you wait for the sort of apex of each, you can see my hands on the screen there are flipping out every time I press space, basically. So this is more efficient. You get higher doing that than if you just press and hold space, right? So we'll just wait and see. Now let's say, do I? Please don't. Yeah. I got to about halfway up that second column. My cursor did. So, and if you look down here, how do I get this up? If we look down here, you can see there's like a grey background behind here. That just shows you like how long you can boost for. So you see it's going down and now it's coloured orange as I'm using it. And you get that nice big exclamation mark when you're about to run out. I would, the only thing I'll be cautioning you for is if you're falling a long way after this, make sure you've kept a tiny bit so you can at least cushion your fall just before you hit the ground. And then what you'll find with the different fuel types is they either propel you further when you use them, or they use fuel at a different rate, or various combinations. Some might use it faster, some might use it slower, stuff like that. So I'd experiment with the different fuels if you want to find out what's cool. I know exactly which fuel I'm going to be making because it's the easiest one. And we're going to be making we've got loads of solid biofuel in our power station still. In fact, let me just check, have we ticked over our... No. But look, we got these weird up and downs again. We're getting some machines are stopping, definitely. I'm going to have to investigate that. Investigate power spikes, because they irk me, man. What was I saying before I talked about power spikes? Yeah, we've got the solid biofuel in en masse. You know, we've got so much of it. I don't know why I looked in that box, that's not where it is. But anyway, the freighter is back, so let's go and look at our next unlock. Oil processing. Let's go. Here's where things get really exciting, everyone. So, scannable resource, crude oil. Nice. Heavy oil residue. So maybe we'll try and read all of the text as we go through this time, right? So we got heavy oil residue, a byproduct of plastic and rubber production, can be further refined into fuel or petroleum coke. Polymer resin, a byproduct of crude oil refinement into fuel, commonly used to manufacture plastic and rubber. So these are the byproducts. When you get oil, depending on what you turn that oil into, you get byproducts. So that's the trick to this layer of production, is that we're going to start making things that we don't want. But of course, we will get ways to deal with it. You can sink a lot of it if you don't want it that way. It's very quick and easy. Or you can often turn it into something else like this. Polymer resin can then be turned into plastic using water and stuff like that. There's quite good chains of sort of production you can make here. They're quite creative. You can just do them however you like. Seems quite fun to just mess around with. So we're going to select this milestone. I might nip down to the box this time instead of raising. Well, has our storage filled back up with motors? Probably has. Yeah, let's just take another 50 then. We might have to do the same for encased industrial beams because I don't have many on me. We need some steel pipes. 500. I haven't quite got that many, but let's have a look. How many have I got? 300? Oh, one stack should do it. And then we need 500 copper sheets. I've already got 400 on me. So we'll just grab one more stack of those from here. Sweet. And then we'll have a look at this stuff together. We'll go through the list a bit more while we're just waiting for the ship to come back. Take that, and that. Off he goes. So let's have a look what else we've got. So we've got polymer resin. So we get heavy oil residue if we turn oil into plastic and rubber. We get polymer resin if we turn oil into fuel. We can get petroleum coke from heavy oil residue. So we can turn this stuff into this. Cool. Circuit boards. Advanced electronics that have a plethora of different uses. I don't think we've got anything that uses circuit boards yet, but I think it will be a sensible idea for us to set up some circuit board production as soon as possible. And I think we're going to have to sort of maybe plan ahead a little bit here and try and make some transport for this. So we'll have a chat about that in a minute. Let's see. So what else have we got? New shop products. New shops available. New products available in the Awesome Shop. Great. Does it actually tell us which ones it is? No, I think it's ones like the... because we're getting plastic, I know at least one of them is you get like the shiny concrete floors, which are hella sexy. So that's going to be good. Right, oil extractor extracts crude oil when built on an oil node. And the thing that's interesting here is that the default for oil, so you get normal, pure and impure oil, just like the other ones. Oh, excuse me. But the default is 120 for oil. All right, so an impure is 60 and a pure is 240. I'm not sure why it works that way. I think it's just to confuse your little brain a little bit while you're trying to figure things out. Then we got a refinery. So why does that text move? Yeah, it refines fluid and or solid parts into other things. So a refinery is quite an interesting building. It has one conveyor input and then it also has a liquid input. Different recipes will use one or both of those inputs to make something else, and then has one of each output as well. So we'll see that very soon. Valve, this is quite a useful thing. We might need to use this at some point just to manage the sort of flow of stuff. Although I've never used it on oil. I've definitely used my valve on aluminium. But essentially what valves do is it stops liquid flowing in a certain direction. So do you remember we talked before about the issue with the water going into the coal power station? And I'm not sure if there's other ways to do this, but the way I've solved this in the past is I've made sure that my pipes all come in at sort of equally distant points on the pipe network. A valve just lets you control the flow of water so a pump doesn't fill in a particular direction. You can force it to fill a certain way only, sort of thing. It can be kind of useful. Plastic, a product we can create, new building block. Rubber, another product we can create a new building block, as is circuit boards. And then we've got fuel, another new product that we can use. You can use as is to generate power, or package it up to use as fuel for vehicles or the jetpack. Now, we won't be able to package it up until we've done fluid packaging, and we won't be able to use it as fuel until we've done petroleum power. So there's a part of me that's like, I'm actually going to try and get this one next, I think, because what we can do then is we'll scan for some oil, we'll go and find it, and we'll set up some plastic, set up some rubber, and set up a bunch of power. And that should be really cool, because these babies, fuel power generators make a heck of a lot of energy. So this is where things start getting nuts, but we need it, because the amount of stuff we need to make gets crazy very soon. So petroleum power is what I'm going to do next, actually. Let's just do that. We'll have a quick look. How long has he got? Oh, he's not back for another 6 minutes. Goose grief. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll run and get the motors, because I'm worried that I'm just using them up. Could really do with a bit of a central storage. I am also thinking as well that we're probably going to expand our base out this way over into the sea. I've never done something like that before, but I just figure over time, I think the oil is probably towards this direction. I'm going to try and go... Yeah, because I've done oil where down here before, I think it is. So there's a bit here. I've also done oil over this side of the map. And I think there's oil up here-ish somewhere, but I've never done that. So we're definitely going to go there just so I get to go to a new place. And that makes it a bit more interesting. But yeah, I think if we build out that way, this can be the start. This is just going to be one stop on a big rail network that we can do maybe around the coastline. Because it just makes it easier for us to get it to stuff that we want to get. I've never tried that approach before. I think it'll be quite cool. Right, what are we doing? We're coming down to get some motors. Oh no, the motors aren't even down here. Why have I come down here, mate? Dude. And we can't do this next milestone because I need plastic and rubber. So we're going to have to go and make some plastic and rubber first, and then we'll be able to do them. So that's fine. Let's go back in the pipe because I didn't mean to come down here. Oh, curses, lads, curses. So what are we going to do? I think... We'll see if we can do any of the other milestones, but I've got a sneaky suspicion that they're all going to need plastic and rubber now, because that's generally how this works, isn't it? By this point. Oh damn, we've got to make sure we do a crouch jump into the pipe. So your momentum from that, well, I don't know if we talked about that, did we? Maybe. When you're going towards a hypertube, if you do your little crouch jump, power jump thing, you do get more speed. So getting that as you hit the entrance is a pretty good idea. Right, won't bother picking up those motors. Let's go and see what the other milestone. What else was there? Logistics Mark IV needs rubber, mate. So that's cool. We'll be getting conveyor belt Mark IV, conveyor lift Mark IV. 480 resources per minute is a lot. And they start to look really cool. They have cool walls on the side. I do appreciate it. I really hate that you can't like keep them selected and then mouse over the... Look, it did it with the truck. That is extremely annoying. Wait, how did I managed to make it stay on the truck a minute ago. I know I did. Why am I bothered? Look, it's staying... Anyway. Little UI bugs do my head in. Anyway, stop it, Rob. There's no need to get cross about it. Oh, hello, mate. I love that guy. Does he clip through there? Oh, he does a little bit. Don't tell anyone. On another save game, I'd managed to build my my tower exactly in the middle of his flight path, and he would just fly right through it every time. It was a bit like, oh dear. So I guess we're going to go and get some power. We're going to go and get some petroleum. Some oil. Some crude oil. We're going to go on a building mission. Maybe we'll just see, can I build one of the buildings real quick while we're here? Here's a refinery. We thought a power station was big. Refineries are enormous. They look pretty cool in our colour scheme though, I like it. So you can see he's got the two inputs and outputs that look like this, and here's all of our nice recipes that we've got. But what does this guy take? We should have all the ingredients we need for building in the dimensional storage. So I'm going to take a risk. I might go and just get a couple of stacks of motors just to make, or even just one stack is probably enough, just to make sure that I've got some. Where's the box? Here it is. Really should have put this box at the front. That can go on the list as well. So I'd really prefer not to run all the way through this place every time. Okay, so how many am I carrying? 2 stacks. Those ones can go back. Perfect. Alright, let's see. Where shall we do our scan? I'm going to go over to the concrete factory just so we're a little bit... We're sort of as far north, sort of west as we can be. But I think north is where we want to go. So let's have a look. See what we can see. Where's my V key? There he is. So there we go. We've got our scanning for crude oil capabilities. Let's do it. And we'll look straight at the map. See what we see. Come on. Oh, hello. Oh, impure. Temp. Impure. Normal. Impure. Normal. Impure. Oh. That's a shame. I say it's a shame because the other places I've gone before had, like, pure oil. But there's also something you get a bit later. We probably won't get to in this, but there's like these oil, you get like resource wells that you put a different machine on. Well, we don't need to worry about that right now, getting way ahead of ourselves. But this is looking pretty cool. So let's go. Do I need to bring anything else with me? Maybe I should go and empty my pockets a little bit. I do get annoyed having full pockets when we're traveling. Let's go and see what we can get rid of, and maybe craft a few more heals. How many have I got? Just 1. So we definitely want to do that. Hang on, let's see, what are we carrying? Leaves, bin, parachute, bin. Bit of spare concrete, that's alright. A few spare cables can go, rotors go. Bloody hell, we got loads of... It's the one thing I found, and maybe I've moaned about this stuff before, but when you have dimensional depot as your first point of resource, so if you take this box, it'll take stuff from your inventory first. If you untick this box, it will take stuff from the dimensional depot first. And it is really useful and really cool, don't get me wrong, but it does end up cluttering your inventory because you build stuff, and then when you destroy it, it doesn't go back into your dimensional depot, it just goes into your inventory. And it's very easy to quickly fill up with stuff without realising, because you're not picking anything up, you feel like it. But yeah, anyway. Do I need... I don't think we need anything else. I think we're good. Let's... is this where I wanted to come? Yeah, these things. What do we need for them? Oh, you're kidding. Oh, alien protein. Okay, that's cool. We can definitely make some alien protein. Surely. I thought I had way more, right? We need to start picking up corpses. God damn it. Or those little, I think the thing that was stopping us making the other one was a lack of, what, the little mushrooms? Yeah, bacon agarics. We don't have any of those, so we'll try and pick some of those up as well. Damn, I could only make one protein inhaler. Curses. Okay, that means we're going to have to pick up more. What were the little... I know what, the little blue and brown nut things. We need to get some more of those. Okay. No, don't put it in the different slot. Just put it into the... Oh, is it a different... No, they're the same, right? Yeah, weird. Silly game. Alright, we can probably take him off and I'll put the bombs on. We should definitely look at as well. Maybe not right now, but I'm just thinking about combat. And now that we've got... Oh, actually, brilliant. That was a very good coincidence, Rob. We can start doing these trees again now. Once we get plastic and rubber on the go, we'll sort of be able to do a whole bunch of little bits and pieces in here. So that's going to be good. And I was just thinking about this smokeless powder because that gives us access to the rifle, which is well cool. So anyway, let's... I think that's all we needed. Keep pressing the wrong buttons today. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's go. Let's just go. We'll wing it. We'll survive, whatever happens. Now, we did a quick scan. Let's do the scan again and look at the map. We'll just go for the impure one that was really close. I think it was just here, wasn't it? Yeah. We'll go and grab these ones first, and we'll just use those to start off our basic production. It's in an interesting place, though, isn't it? Because we've built down here previously. Huh, we might build a little bridge. I wonder if we can just build a bridge across here. Where are they exactly? Hang on a second. If I just do a little... How do you do it? Like this. Okay. So to do that, what we did was I just held Alt, left Alt, and then just left click on the map. And it puts a little temporary marker for you. So it's down by that big pink mushroom thing. Do you know what? I think it might be a good idea to make a little road down there. Feels in a nice straight line from our base, in the same way that this is. Yeah, I can dig it. See that? Look, this bit down here is really nice and flat as well. Like we could just, build over this and have a huge factory area. So yeah, these things could all work out quite nicely. So maybe for now then, let's not... Well, I won't spend the time building the road. If we decide, maybe between episodes or in the next episode that it'd be handy for us to have a big road down there, then I'll do it. But what we might try and do is we could set up a tractor stop to do this. It could be quite good. We keep meaning to do that. But, actually, I'm thinking on it. What I do want to do is make sure we've got power over there. So why don't we start in this way? Oh god, I didn't mean to fall that quick, but hey ho, we move. Let's pop him about there. Uh-oh. Honk. Oh, we'll grab this guy as well. We definitely want those. How far is it? Oh, 300 meters still. Okay, cool. So this is looking like it's going to be a bit annoying to get it to hit where I want from here. So I'm just going to run up the hill real quick. I know we talked previously about how I like putting foundations underneath them, but for now we're going to do it nice and quick and easy so we can just get building. What's going on here? I'll do. I try to keep the power lines off the main road. So if you look very carefully, a lot of places have... How do I get out of dismantle mode? There we go. So it's hard to see here, but this is almost like there's like a little dirt path here. So this sort of terrain's generally easier for vehicles to go on. So you might want to bear that in mind if you're like setting up tractor routes. And the last thing you want when you are setting up a tractor route is giant bloody pylons in the way. So trying to tuck them on the side like little outcrops like this is fine. And what I also find is like when you do it like this, it's quite easy later to come back. You can sort of manually, it doesn't have to be to the world grid or anything. I can just plop in a foundation like about here. And now he's in the right place that I can just snap some other ones on and just do that real quick. And that's good enough for me, lads, not gonna lie. Right, what else do we want? Let's keep going. See if we can get a bit closer to these. So it was by this big red one, I think. Oh yeah, here they are. This is it. This is it. I just spotted one. So let's plop him there for now. So this is an oil patch here. He's impure. Oh, hello. Surprised there's no enemies here. Oh, curses. Oh, I hate when they're this high up. It's really annoying. Will I stand on the tree? No. I think we're going to have to just bite the bullet and do a ramp. God damn it. Come here, you. Want to make sure we've got plenty of you because we're going to be doing some serious overclocking on our power stations again. Okay. So there's one there and there's one there. This is quite a nice little area for our first sort of beginner plastic and production, I think. Oh, it's a nice little bit of subtle reflections there, isn't it? Lovely. Good graphics, mate. Let's think. So we've got power over here. Let's start. I think we'll just start over here since this is where our pylon's coming in. And actually, I can probably just stand. We got enough juice. No, we need better fuel. So used to be able to just jump up onto these using my jetpack. Curses. Never mind. It's got a ladder. It's got a ladder. Okay. So, what do we need? We need one of these down here. Oil extractor. So, here's our new building. What is it? 15 motors, 20 beams, 60 wire. Cable, sorry. Which is not too shabby. I'm just trying to think. We should put foundations down, shouldn't we? Because we're going to do some stuff here. It's nice and open though. I am appreciating that. Well, I've never been to this part of the map before. Let's get some world grid snapping on the go. Alright, so we've got him there. Let's get our zoop on. And we'll just fill this bit out real quick. Not sure how much space we're going to need. I think going under the ground, we might need to go a bit higher up. How are you lot doing? Yeah. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. We'll build. Maybe we'll just build a raised bit. This is probably going to be enough for what we want to just get started. For sure. And we can just chop down some of these trees and the big mushies. Come here, lads. I can't have you encroaching onto the factory floor. Sorry. I do really like the sort of feel of these like jungly bits though, it's cool. Very good, they've made a very good map for this game, I've got to give them credit. It is really cool. Biomes feel nice and quite distinct. And also very consistent and like they go together, it's really good. This bit looks really annoying, so I'm going to take a slightly different approach and just bomb it. Oh, I didn't get it all. Oh, one thing I noticed the other day, so sometimes you get plants like this. I mean, this one I'm able to pick it up, but sometimes you can't, right? So there's two things you can do. You can like delete a bit of floor, and now usually you can then pick it up. But the other one that I like doing is sometimes the hitbox is really weird to activate, and when you crouch, suddenly it works. So that's my pro tip for being lazy. If you can't be bothered to pick up all the plants or blow them up. Blowing them up is my favourite, because you don't get any crap in your inventory then. But there we go. Beginnings of our floor replaced. Is that a stone? Is that a stone poking through? Ah, good grief. Now, let's see if we can get it from here, shall we? It's a long throw. Oh, the other thing, did we talk about this before? Like, your movement contributes to the momentum of throwing. I don't know if I can demonstrate this very easily. So we'll put the cursor right on this stone, right? And I'll hold this until it's full, and I'll throw it. And it landed there. Alright, so this time I'll walk backwards. We'll do the same thing, but this time I'm going to run forwards. So your running momentum does get added on, and I think you can even sprint. You can even do a duck jump throw sort of thing. It's a bit weird because the sprint doesn't always work while you're holding it back. Yeah. But you can sort of just go, hang on, let me get lined up. See if we can do this. I'm sure I've done it where I've done like mad fast throws before. Like, look at that one. Oh! And I don't think I even did a sprint jump there. I just did a normal walking forward jump. So jumping also helps the momentum. Very cool. Anyway, back to what we were doing. Oil extractor. Okay, he still fits, so that's good. Maybe we'll point him in that direction. And he's impure though, right? So he's not going to be making as much as we'd like. Well, let's just go and double check that it says he's making 60. 60 per minute. It's not ideal, but we can work with it. Let's make ourselves a refinery. Maybe we'll put those this way. I'm just trying to think about this. Do we ever get some? Do you get oil extractor Mark II? I've never played far enough to get that. I wonder if there's something we can do for that, or if we overclock him, we could overclock him to extend his output. I think for now we're probably safe to just put these just right by here. They're very big assets. Look at them. And my OCD always gets a bit tripped out by how they don't fit neatly in the texture, like grid texture on the floor. Anyway, let's try not to think about that. In fact, though, I don't know. Hang on. How wide is he? See, look how irritating that is. The main bit seems to fit, but then it's got these ladders and the chunkier bits further up. Those bastards. Right, let's okay, that looks like a nice position. So if I click him there, click this one here, I think that's about as close as they can go together. Oh, they look really cool in this green colour. Loving it. So this is how our recipes work for this. They're quite interesting. So when you get an icon like this that shows you two things, it's usually, well, I think it's always, I'm saying usually just in case there's other things that I haven't seen yet, but it means you'll make the thing on the left and it will output the thing on the right. That's what all of these are showing you, right? So if we make plastic, we'll make heavy oil residue. If we make rubber, we'll make heavy oil residue. If we make this plastic, we don't use the same ingredients. We're going to be using the polymer resin, which is what you get from the fuel, and water to do that. Whereas petroleum coke it is made simply out of what's it called? Heavy oil residue. Now, you might be thinking, like, why do I even need to make something out of it? And the reason you need to make something out of it is because the machine will output both of these items. And if the machine's output is full and not going anywhere, then it'll stop production. So you can do goofy things if you really wanted to. You could say, I don't want to make anything out of this stuff. And you just put down, where is it? Where is it? Oh, I not unlocked it. Where's the, like, fuel container? This is storage. Yeah. You could put one of these fluid buffers down. You know, I could just do a whole chain of these and go, I'll just store all of the heavy oil residue. But obviously that's not sustainable because you run out of room eventually. And it doesn't take very long. I think these hold, like, what, 300 or something? And this makes 10 per minute. So, you know, within half an hour, you're going to be full. Anyway, so what we'll do is we'll set this guy to make plastic. How much does he need for that? 30 crude oil per minute. Sorry, I'll just look at that again. I did go a bit quick. 30 crude oil per minute needed over here. And we'll get 20 plastic and 10 heavy oil residue. So that's what this left one's going to make the plastic. This right one, we're going to have him making some rubber. So this one also uses 30 per minute, and he'll make 20 rubber per minute, as similar to the 20 plastic. But this guy actually outputs more heavy oil residue, so he makes 20. So from these two machines, we're going to be making 30 heavy oil residue a minute. So what can I do with the heavy oil residue? We can chuck it in to another refinery So if we just dump this guy here, I want to make sure we leave a bit of room down the bottom here, because there's going to be, can we get on top? There's going to be like quite a lot of stuff here, like flipping back and forwards. By the way, that is the best thing about the jetpack, is like when you accidentally fall off, that you can just fly straight back on. Oh, be still, my beating heart. Anyway, we're going to need to keep a bit of room here so that we can at least get all the stuff in and get all the stuff out and keep it looking tidy. So I think this will do for now. I'm not going to overthink it. Get a torch on so we can see what we're doing a bit. So this guy, oh, is he facing the right way? Yes, he is. So this guy, we're going to get him just making petroleum coke out of what we've got. So he's expecting 40 heavy oil residue per minute. We'll be making 30, so we can dial this down by 25%, I think. So we put this to 75. No, it's not 75. Oh, is it? It's a third. Rob, what's wrong with my brain today? It's not that either. Hang on. Did I just type the wrong number? Yeah, I did. My brain is not working today, I tell you, everyone. Anywho, so now he's expecting 30, which is what we're making, and he'll make 90 petroleum coke per minute. And what even is petroleum coke? Used for crafting. We got no recipes for it at the moment. You can use it. There are some recipes you get where you change it into fuel, like it says, it uses a less efficient coal replacement. Can we just use it directly then? Do you know what? I've never tried to do that. Normally what I've done with this in the past is just sink it, because I've got no use for it. So that's what we're going to do today, set up just a sink to just take all of that stuff. Hopefully then we can get enough plastic. These guys suck a lot of power. These big things, like they're 30 megawatts each. So we're on 90 just for these three. And then this guy's going to be, how much is this guy? 40, so that's 130 megawatts. And how much power have we got spare? I think we got plenty spare. So we've got about 400, 500 headroom. So that's okay for now. This is going to be small enough scale that I think we should be fine. Right, so let's just start hooking everything up. We've given everything its recipes, set the production and underclocks. So, yeah, see, so if we wanted to expand this, we could just do this. I can get them up to 150 then, so I might consider that in the future. But for now, we'll just make a nice basic bit. We just need to... where's going to be the best place to do the pipes? This looks like a good angle. So, let's see. Let's get rid of that thing for starters. Let's grab this guy. Now, the pipes I always find are quite hard to do nice angles. Did we talk about this before? We may well have. So your best friend is using these little cross junction things. So if I just put one here, and I'm actually going to put one here just for convenience. I might even put one up here. Should we put one in front of you? Oh, he's not on the grid, so we won't do that. But if I put one here, do I put one here? It just makes it easier to connect things. Where is he lined up then? Not quite in the centre of the texture, like one line back. So if I plop this guy here, the sort of secret technique I've used is you do it straight until it's not quite like level, maybe 3 clicks back, like this. And you do the same thing on this side, not exactly level, a few clicks back. Oh, it's not quite straight because of the grid situation. And then you just connect them. But this is looking wonky, but if you change it to noodle, come on, and it looks quite nice. I think that looks alright, doesn't it? It's quite a good right angle. That's my preferred method anyway. Right, so we'll connect these up. So this is going to be outputting our crude oil into our refineries here. Bingo. The other pro point of doing like this junction straight away, even if it's only going to have one output, is if we expand this later, then we've already got something there that we can connect up to. So that's all that these guys need. They've got their crude oil set up, and we've got plastic coming out and heavy oil residue coming out. So one thing actually I haven't mentioned, what I did when I first started playing this was that I coloured the pipes with what's inside them. So like, you know, if these were oil, crude oil, I'd do them black like this. So at least at a glance I can just be like, oh yeah, that's the crude oil. I I've stopped doing that the more I've played because I don't really feel like I need to anymore. But plus these little pressure gauges, I'm sure you've looked at them by now, but they sort of swell up to indicate sort of the flow and pressure of liquid in the pipe, and they show the colour of the liquid then. So they'll be blue if it's water, or orange if it's fuel. So it's all the information's there. It's just knowing how to look for it. Anyway, so let's join up this guy's output. Oh wait. Let's do like we did last time. Do one of those. Do one of those, and we'll connect all of those up. Lovely. So that'll be that taken care of. Then also out of these two machines are going to be the goodies that we were hoping to get. So I'm just trying to think where we're going to put those. Because this feels quite built up, man. So I think, because I'm looking at this for now, like I think eventually what we could do is like clear some of these trees out, and maybe we put a truck stop. We like build it slightly higher elevation, or we could put a truck stop here, and then at least we've got somewhere to come and pick up plastic and rubber when we want to. Oh, is he too big? Not allowed to chop that one. Wait, what? Not allowed to chop that one either. Is something going wrong here? I thought the little ones were fine. Fair enough, I can't blow up the big one. But dude, I'm gonna try blowing him up. Oh, there you go. Don't know why I wouldn't let me chop it with a chainsaw. But yeah, this feels like a nice point to put a truck stop, essentially, because the truck can then hopefully like just go down this way, go down the hill, and head back up. That's a long way up, isn't it? Maybe I will build like it'd just be a really steep hill. It just looks a bit rubbish. But yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out in time. Let's just get something built so that we can at least make some of these products for now. And then, yeah, we can come and get them if we need. We'll put a dimensional depot so we can at least use them for building. Maybe build a hypertube so we can come and grab mats if we need them for an objective. But, so, let me just not get lost in trains of thought. Let's do a couple of industrial storages for now. We'll do one here. One here. I'm going to put... We need a sink. I'm not sure where it's going to go just yet. Oh yeah, this bit is a bit high. I think we need to go a bit higher up. Raise the floor level a little bit. But all in good time. We got a lot of annoying plants coming through as well. See if we can just scoop some of these up real quick. Oi. Is bombing quicker than picking them up? I don't know. Because you've got to wait for the reload time. There's a lot of this. I do wish there was just like a delete all foliage. In fact, I did notice the other day while I was driving a vehicle, whenever you drive over like a bush in a car, it just gets destroyed. So that is actually quite an efficient way to do it. Come on. We don't need to get all of them, just the biggest ones. Okay, that'll do. That's another job for off stream. Right, so we've got these two here. They're going to pick up our stuff. We're going to put in front of both of these preemptive smart splitters. I just thought, how low am I on there? Ooh, I've only got 14 AI limiters. That's what I was thinking of. These little guys here. I only got 14. That's all right. We've got goods to craft them. Have I linked it all? Yeah, I've done it all in dimensional depot. It should be fine. Smart splitter. Another one there. Okay. Hey, I tell you what, it's quite dark down here, isn't it? Ooh. Mood. This game is definitely a vibe, man. There's like some moments where I'm just like, I just stop and I'm like, it's just not, especially when the music kicks in. Lovely. Right, what are we doing? We're getting these storage boxes set up. So one's going to be for rubber, one's going to be for, what's the opposite of rubber? Plastic. I think I'll feed one in up the top slot and one out the bottom slot so that both of their overflow belts can come this way, and we'll put them in a sink somewhere. Maybe for now we'll just still automatically picking up thingamajigs. I'm just going to put a bomb here to blow these trees up real quick. And I think we'll just build a little bit of a second level like this. And this is where I'm going to put the sink for now. And maybe the other oil's over there, I think. Yeah, it's just over in that corner. So if we can maybe put a second sink here, or I don't know at this point. We're just going to make a nice little raised area for us to use when we need it. Okay, so let's get another tower up real quick. And then, what do we want? We want a sink. I should really just add this to my hotbar. I built so many of the bloody things. Right, so we'll just drop him there for now. So he's sorted. We need to connect up the belts over here. So let's see. If we do one of these. One of these. Hopefully this one is on exactly the right level to do that. Is it not? Oh, is it too high? Oh, curses. Hang on then. Try that again. Is it any clicks up? Hang on, I'm confused. Oh no, he's the same height already. Sweet. Okay, lesson learned. That is the default height. And I'm just going to delete these ones because they're taking precious AI limiters right now. I'll put my thing underneath it. Bonza. Just stick him like that. So he's got some leggies. I think he looks much better with legs. And then this one needs to come and join into here. That'll do. Not really that bothered. Okay, and then this guy centers any left is overflow. This guy centers any left is overflow. Now we'll just join these up. And then the overflow is going to come over to here. And I think, can I brute force a cute little? No, wait. How do I do this? Because I want to do several things here. So what's right in front of it, like this? So I put it about here. Oh, I don't want it to be too long. Oh, that's too long. Hang on. So what I want to do is like put this here. Then I'm going to put a merger on the bottom. Can't see which way it's facing. There we go. So the output is this way. That is perfect. And then what I'm hoping we can do is we'd make one of those forced, tiny little. I like when you make a squished up little conveyor lift. They look really cute. See, like I love our colour scheme, lads. It's looking great. Yeah, look at his little model number. He's the 819 lifter. I love that. Right, stop getting distracted by the fancy pictures, Rob. Okay, so this guy can just go across here. I'm not going to do anything too dramatic with him. And then this guy, I think we'll just do a similar thing, but we'll just put one of these here. That should automatically be at the right height. Just go like that. Oh, that's very pleasing. And then I might, just for my own sanity, put one of these in. If it'll let me. Doink. Just because then at least it looks like that thing's being held up a little bit. Cool. Okay, so that's our storage. Our outputs from these two refineries making the plastic on the right and the rubber on the left. Now they're going to just get fed into some splitters. The overflow will get binned, and we'll fill up these storage boxes. I think what we'll also do then is put some dimensional. Oh my god, I'm nearly out. Nearly out of Mercer spheres. I might have to do a little hunt soon for some more. So we'll put two of these on the top for now, just so they can fill up. I think we do need to do. I need to do this sort of separation in a better way in future. We did talk about how this works. I wonder if we can just show that quick. So I've been trying to figure out how these work. It's the one thing that I've actually looked up. Actually, it's the second thing I looked up. I looked up how to make hypertube cannons, And I've also looked up this, like how these big storage boxes work. So let's just do a test real quick. I bet it's going to work differently to how it did the last time I did it, because it's not consistent. That's what the wiki said anyway. So I thought that these things worked like this. So they've got 2 outputs and 2 inputs, right? 2 inputs is good because it means for something like you can feed in lots of items really quick. So if you're trying to empty something like a truck station or a train station, you can use both slots to maximize throughput into the storage box, right? But, well, and I thought then that meant that the outputs work the same. So if I put into this box, like, I don't know, what should we do? Let's just put these leaves, that the leaves would come out of both slots. And look, they are. But what I've had happen before is when I try to do this a different way. And what I want to do, let's say, is put some leaves into here. Oh, let me take them out of the box first. Stop, leaves, you're too excited. No, not yet. I've tried to do that, so I want the leaves to go somewhere on a conveyor belt, but then I also want another flow of leaves to go into this thing. When I tried doing this, I noticed that this thing didn't work until this conveyor belt was disconnected. So it was just very odd. And watch now, it'll probably just work. But when I tried this before, it did not work. Oh, for Christ's sake, it is working. I knew that'd bloody happen. But anyway, I digress. The wiki says they're inconsistent. That's the point. So you can use them like this, but they might not work, which is a bit annoying. So I'm going to leave it in this way that I know is a bit shifty and doesn't always work. And if it goes wrong, we'll just deal with it. Right. So that's plastic and rubber sorted. We've got dimensional depots. They're being sunk. Cool. Next, we just need to deal with the output of this machine. So he's going to be taking his heavy oil residue. He's going to output 90 petroleum coke a minute, and we're just going to literally sink that immediately. It's 90 though, which is higher than 60, so we need a Mark II belt for that. Stick that in there, and this guy will need to be upgraded. I'm going to put him to a Mark III, because I should have already put him to a Mark II. Well, how much does it? We're getting, what, 20 of each? 20 plastic, 20 rubber. So it's not, that's 40 items are going to be coming through here at most at once at the moment. But then plus this 90, it's going to put us to 150. So that's all right. We're still okay for a Mark II. No, wait, 150 is a Mark III territory. So we need to change that to be a Mark III, just so he can handle that. Great. Okay, so that is everything sorted. Let's just power it up, and we'll watch our first plastic and rubber get produced, I guess. Let's try and do... Oh, shall I do a little... Yeah, maybe we'll do a little... We love our beams, don't we? I keep forgetting about them. Just putting poles on the floor is like nice and quick, but like it doesn't look very good, I don't think. They just get messy and they're everywhere. So we'll try and... I'm a new convert of these painted beams. So where's the powers for these? Right on the front there. They're lined up here. So maybe I'll do it about halfway down here. Oh my god, how tall are these buildings? Wow. Okay, if we go to about 22, should we do 24? That's a multiple of 6. Multiple of 4, isn't it? Multiple of 6, what am I on about? Everything else is in multiples of 4, so we'll do that. And then I should be able to just drag this across. Like so. 40 meters across. Actually, max distance looks good, because now we can actually, put the power for our little guy over here, get that connected as well. So we'll get him down into the ground. Lovely. Oh wait, that one's clipping through the top, and that one isn't. That's going to bother me. I did just notice, I was like, oh wait, the one is not as tall. Oh, why wouldn't it let me clip to the right? I want it to go like one up in the air. Oh, how annoying. That's alright, I'll live with it, If I could do it from the ground up, it would work. Should we test it? How far are we? We started on... We were like this. Was it the halfway line? No. Was it this halfway line? Yes. It's not quite far enough. Still not quite far enough. Sorry, this is really pedantic. There we go. Right. Oh wait, is it even more? Ah, still not quite far enough. So it must be like here. Yes. There we go. We did it. We've already gone and bloody done it. Why can't I click on this part of this machine? It's very arbitrary. The other thing I like as well, now that we've got a jetpack, you can just do a lot more like nifty little maneuvers when you want to just do some cool building. Although this one isn't working as I hoped it would. I want to stick you to the bottom, please. That'll do. Where's this one? Whoa! Here. Wait, is that sticking? Yes, it is. It was just... Sometimes the little thing... This little thing you can make disappear by pressing T, it's just like... Currently building power line is actually quite obscuring sometimes. It's right in the way. Alright, onwards. Click. Click. Okay, so that's these guys hooked up. We haven't hooked up to that thing yet. In fact, what I might do is delete that so we're not on the grid. And we'll just do our safety check of checking how much power we're going to use. So we've just got 1, 2, 3, and then there's the fourth machine over here. How do we do these beams? Do I just do the same thing again? I think we do. Feels to me like he's about here. 24 up. Donk. Oh. Oh, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? Very inconvenient. So I'm just going to stretch this one all the way across like we did before. Just so it's the same, really. So where was it? Here? Oh, beautiful. First try this time. And then we'll just... This needs to... I've done this in a poor way, actually. Can I copy that? Click on that. Stick it to there. And then this guy can join over to here. And you can just go under here. Oh, I'm a lot closer to the front of the machine this time. I realise there's little lights sticking through the pillar. But that's cool. Right, so that's that power done. We just need to also add a bit of power for our sink. For that, I might just... Can we grab this one? Come here. And we'll just plop another little power line down here. Oh, the power connector's in such an annoying place on this thing. It always looks a bit crap because it clips right through. I'm going to be really pedantic and just do this, which is ridiculous. But there we go. Right, everything's connected onto this grid now. So this is going to be 160 watts. That's not too bad. I think we can stomach that. Let's just do it. Up and running. Let's go. Go and watch the show. Then what are we going to do? Well, we're just going to need to wait for our things to fill up a little bit. I might go and... We need to connect versatile frames. I should connect... I've got them just being sunk at the moment, so I need to start sending them back up to the space elevator so we can try and finish that. I don't think the other two quest items we've got up here, we don't know what they are yet. I think they're in the later tiers and we haven't looked at those in detail yet. So, yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Right. Is our oil flowing? I can see some oil pumping through, going through here. Has it gone up to here yet? We can look at the pipe to see how much is filling up. So this is pretty good, pretty good. These guys got smoke coming out of the top. That's a good sign. I think they're working. Sounds like they're working for sure. So there we go. We'll just have a quick look. So we can see here, just like any other resource, they're just filling up, you know, in the same way we watch the screws come in or the ore come in or whatever. It's doing the same thing. And we just want to make sure that this 3 per cycle, which is a 6-second cycle here, we just want to make sure that this 3, he's always got the next 3 by the time he's used the last 3. Sometimes they don't quite go as expected. I think he's getting slightly more because he's first on the queue. We'll see if it's affecting this guy. Doesn't seem like it is. He's got 3. He's got 6 now. He might even get to 9. Oh no, he gets to about 7.5. That's fine. Which is interesting though, because it kind of means they're like not quite using it. But I suppose it was probably, I was going to say, it looks like they're not using it all, and maybe the pump, or what's this called again, extractor, is making more than it needs to. I don't think it is. He's 30, the other one's 30. He's making 60. I guess the additional is just from when there was a little bit more in there at the beginning, before they started production. So yeah, who knows. Oh, power line still thinks it's being deleted. Right. Oh, there's our first plastic. We're a bit slow on this. Look, there's our first plastic going in. Lovely. I don't know why, the plastic's just got one of those little... I just love the little model for it for some reason. I love the colour it is. And here's our rubber. Little rolls. Off he goes. Wrapped in rubber bands. Who came first? The rubber or the band? Interesting. And we got our petroleum coat coming out over here, look. So this guy should be doing about the same as well if we look carefully. Yeah, it's looking good. Look, he's sticking around the 7. It's ticking up and then it's just getting dinged again. Yeah, perfect. Hopefully, as long as they stay around this level, you should be fine. If you notice your machines are getting full, like if you notice that this thing is filling up, it probably means you're producing too much or it can't output quick enough. But for these sorts of productions, they have to output immediately. Like they can't be... Well, it can fill up just like anything else to like 100 or whatever the stack size is. But you need to keep it moving. There's much more... It feels like... Why does it feel like it's more important for this phase? Because it isn't, is it, now that I'm just saying it out loud? It's the same in every phase. You want to make sure all your machines are emptying properly, or else they can't keep making stuff. Anyway, that's looking pretty impressive. That could be thumbnail material right there. Plastic coming down the belt, look at that. Delicious. Okay, so we've got our plastic being created. What I might do real quick is... Oh no, we're not going to have any in there. It's going to go straight up into dimensional. So we'll let that carry on for now. We'll head off real quick. Maybe we'll build... Should we build a hypertube on the way? That might be a good idea now. Oh, it's going to be really tall. I can't be bothered to do it right now. Let's not do that. Let's... we'll go and get a lift on the cables. Head back this way. I want to go and just set up the versatile frames, so at least those are starting to get sent back to base. But yeah, it's looking good, guys. It's looking good. Let's see if we can... Oh, these wires go straight through the wall. I did not think about that. This could be interesting. Wonder if we can just hop around the corner. Oh, beauty. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what I say. Cool. What was I doing? Versatile frames. Versatile frames. Are they still being shipped up here? Doesn't look like they are. Looks like I turned them off, which was very sensible of me. We need to get them. We need to get them coming back. Satisfying though. We're making good progress. I'm hoping what we can do now is we'll unlock the power and we'll get a bit of fuel power. Fuel petroleum power on the go before we finish. Oh no! Wait, that's where I wanted to go. No. That's a long pipe, that one. Oh, come on, bit of speed. See, the double entrances makes it just that little bit nippier, I think. I had to put about 4 or 5 entrances on the one that goes to the Caterium mine, because that's got a significant uphill. Right. Excuse me. What go on? Okay, we've already got 500 in this box, which is fantastic news. So what we'll do is I'm literally just going to connect this box straight to here. Why is that not working? Oh, because it's going up and through the floor. That's colliding with something else. Is it? Anyway, invalid shape maybe. There we go. So that's it. Versatile frameworks are heading up, but I do need to go and quickly check that they go all the way, because I'm not sure that they do. I might have severed something else. So let's just look again. They are going on the very topmost belt, which I mean should be obvious because it's the only empty one. No! Come on! There we go. Okay, so that topmost belt comes this way, turns this corner, and now it's the middle belt. And he comes here, and he goes up this leftmost conveyor lift. And he comes out this way, runs down here. That's this overflow storage. I knew I'd done it. It's because I had to destroy them because they were all full of stuff that wasn't going in after the last phase. I'm not going to make the mistake of putting multiple things on one belt again. So that didn't work out very well last time. So yeah, lesson learned, I think. Oh, this has just reminded me. So I did say that between episodes I was going to go and check the production on these miners because I felt like my maths was wrong. My maths was wrong by like 2 times. I thought I had them at 240 and I thought I needed to put them down to 180. But then when I just double checked everything, I was like, oh, actually I only need 90. So yeah, bad maths. Thanks. Thanks, British school system. Right, let's think about what else we might do. I don't know if there is anything else I want to do in this episode. Let's go and... Well, let's just check our... how much plastic we already got. 142. That's not bad. That's not going to take us long at all. So maybe we'll go and have a quick look at some of the tiers just to see what else we've got coming up. So when we do petroleum power, we will get the fuel power generator, which consumes fuel that we generate from oil into power. I can't remember. It's a bit of a shame it doesn't tell you on this screen like how much it makes and stuff. I think it does 500 megawatts or 250, and I usually overclock it to double. So they're really good, and we can turn the heavy oil residue that we're making. Instead of turning that into coke and then sinking it, we can turn it into fuel and then burn it for energy. So that's going to be way more useful. Way more useful. So that's pretty cool. The other thing we can do on petroleum power is we get an industrial fluid buffer. So that's like a giant version of the sort of liquid tanks we've had before. That has a pipeline input. But it holds... How much is that compared to the normal one? Where's the normal one gone? Where's coal power? Is it this one we get it? Fluid buffer holds 400, and that industrial one holds 6 times as much. So that's pretty good. And then you get scannable resource Caterium in case... I think this is given to you in case you haven't already found it yourself, because you need it to build these generators. I think that's what it is. So let's have a quick look at the other one then. So we looked at Logistics Smart 4. There's not much to say. Truck is quite cool though. I've never really used the trucks. Mainly because they have giant inventories. I think they have twice the inventory size of a tractor. And a similar size to like a small storage box versus a big storage box. But I've never really been in a situation where I've produced enough items to fill one tractor in a go. But maybe that's because of how I've used tractors and I haven't set them up in a clever way or something. I don't know. And then I've used trains a little bit. And again, trains just seem like way cooler because you don't have to sort out fuel for them. They run on electricity, which is great. So we might make a truck so we can just see what it looks like when we get there. And in this one, the fluid packaging. So here we get a new construction building called a packager. So this guy effectively takes in a solid input, so you can give him some plastic and you can give him a liquid input like some fuel, and then he will make bottled fuel, right? That's what he's for. He's pretty cool. We also get the recipes to make empty bottles, and then the different packaged things. Oh God, I'm going to cough. The different packaged things we can make, so we can package water, we can package oil, fuel, all the different stuff. This is a good one. So I'd like to do this one as well. That might be a next episode thing. We'll set up liquid biofuel, because once we've got this petroleum power up and running, we can definitely retire our old biofuel plant. So we'll delete all of that, but we've got a load of biofuel, and maybe we'll keep the constructors that make all the biofuel. Maybe we'll relay it out a little bit, and we'll put in some constructors and a refinery that can make liquid biofuel for us. And maybe then we can start making some liquid biofuel, and we can put that in our jetpack, and mate, that one's legit good. So yeah, that's going to be quite cool. All right, let's check our inventory one more time. How are we doing? How are we doing on the old plastic and rubber? Plastic, 213. We'll take rubber. Oh, lovely. Right. That should be it. Dunk, dunk, dunk. No, I'm short on the encased beams. Where's my encased beams, lads? Give me one stack of those, please. Donk. Petroleum power unlocked. Fantastic news. So without any time being wasted, let's just get straight back down there. Yeah, I kind of feel like I want what are these things called again? Hypertube. We can have a hypertube here that just zips like this way, or maybe it starts in a different place. Just pings us over. Maybe I should just make a cannon. That'd be quite a good solution to this problem, wouldn't it? Oh, I've just spotted a little friend and another little yellow friend. One thing I like, I play with quite a wide field of view, so it does, you get like weird distortion on the left and right, because like look how tiny he is when he's in the centre. Just about see him. But when you bring him to the left like this, look how much bigger he is. That's perspective and matrix mathematics for you. Let's go and grab these two little guys since I've seen them, because we are going to need some more of these. Because I think the next step is now we're going to repurpose this plastic production to generate us some extra power. But before long, I want to go hunting a pure oil node, and we'll just use that to make a giant oil power station. Oh, that was close. That was close, but we made it. So I did see there was another one down here. Where was he? He's somewhere down there. We're going to go up this way first. Oh, I hope my recording's okay. It looks a bit stuttery on the... I notice some of them get a bit stuttery sometimes. I can fix it by restarting my computer, but it's not ideal when we're mid-record. Excuse me. He doesn't seem to be dead. There we go. I'm going to pick up your body parts, because we'll start collecting those now more frequently, I think. Now, where was that? Where is he? There he is. Delicious. And then, where was that blue one? There he is. Oh, backpack's so good, lads. So good. I can't say it enough. It's absolutely one of my favourite gadgets. I was so down on it when I first got it. It's unbelievable. Anyway. Oh, the colours here are lush. This is one of my favourite biomes for how colourful and clear it looks, definitely. Like, there's something they do, there's definitely some sort of colour grading going on. But I approve wholeheartedly. Cool. So, we've come here now, we're going to do something, we're going to repurpose this stuff. So, I'm not going to do it right away. What I'll do is I'll build another refinery so we can just look at the recipe. Then we'll try and just do a quick switch without turning everything off. So what we're going to do is now we're going to make... wait, where's my recipe? Wait, did we have this recipe already? Oh no, we did. We did have this recipe. We just didn't have the ability to use the fuel for anything. That's what it was. Jesus. But yeah, it's a bit of a sneaky one, because you get the fuel recipes, but you can't actually do anything with the fuel until you've done some of the other tiers. So it's a little bit of a folly if you build it too early. So we're going to make this guy make residual fuel. He needs 60 heavy oil residue a minute for that. How much are we making again? 30? Yeah. So he needs 60. So we're not going to be able to do that with this little production we've got. But we can bump that up to 50. Of course, what we could do is overclock this guy, which I'm tempted to do actually. So once we've got a new power station up and we've got enough power to like start doing some overclocking again, we can overclock this guy, so he produces more like a normal oil patch, and we'll get 120 a minute. Then I could just build another pair of these, making plastic and rubber. They'll then make twice as much of this heavy oil residue, and then we'll have enough to do one full fuel. What's these things called again? Refinery. Sorry, words. So that's sounding quite promising, actually. And then the other part we have to build, of course, is... am I allowed to build a ladder on the side of this? Oh no, where's it putting it? Oh, it's like inside. That's such a shame. It would be cool if you could do it on the outside of them. But it doesn't seem like it's going to let me. Oh, I can do it this way though. Oh, that's very much good enough. So the other thing we'll look at then, quick, is we've now got power station. Here he is, fuel power generator. So he's quite a cool looking building as well. I want to see him in the fancy colour scheme. Come on, build. Oh, yeah, he's looking nice. So he's easy to use, really. You just need to give him some fuel and he'll just start burning it into power straight away, just like a coal power station, except easier because there's no water or any garbage like that to worry about. We literally just put some fuel in him. We look here, so for default 100%, 250 megawatts, he needs 20 per minute, which is actually a really good coincidence because I'm pretty sure that's exactly what we're making, even though we've reduced it to 30. So that's grand. If we if I want to overclock this power station or build another one, then obviously we're going to need more fuel coming in. So I'm tempted by that. We've still got that other patch of oil over there as well. So this is something where I think I need to plan just a little bit about where we're going to put stuff. Because if we end up, let's just think about this, if we expand this, like, oh, so if I expand this, I'm already quite short on room for these refineries. So I'll probably demolish them, lift them up a bit. No, but this power thing's here as well. So I'll probably end up with a line of 4 here making all the rubber and plastic. Then, if I've got the same over this side, I'd probably have another 4 over that side, right? So let's just think about it that way. We have 2 refineries doing that. They can then feed off to somewhere where we're going to put the power station. Where the heck are we going to do that? Maybe above? Maybe at the back here? Because I'd only need 2 more refineries. Let me think about this. So we've got half a refinery working at the moment. If I expand this and get 4 of these, then we'd have a whole. So yeah, we need 2 fuel-making refineries over here, and then 2 power stations overclocked. So we can fit that over here, I think. So what I might try and do to start, I'm going to have to destroy it all anyway. That's what I'm thinking about. So maybe for now, I'm just going to put the power station here. That'll be quite neat, actually. That's a good idea, Rob. I like when I have a nice little idea like that. So we'll just dump the power station in this little space. He fits quite nicely between these 2 poles, I think. And even then, if I just like drag this one across to this one. Oh, work through. Don't go through. That's it. I want you to just nicely snap. Thank you. So now I should be able to connect this guy up. I'm not sure where his power connector is. Oh, it's just around the back. That'll do, that's fine. Okay, so that's him connected. What we need to do next is basically we're just going to change the recipe on this guy to be residual fuel. We're going to drop him to 50%. So there we go. He's starting to make. He's nearly ready to make fuel already. So all we have to do is just real quick. I'll just get rid of that because we don't need that anymore. Where's my pipes? Here's my pipes. Get one of these, put it there. We'll get one of these, put it here. Get one of these. Connect these both up. I'll just connect that up simply for now. Like, oh, actually, yeah. Which side looks better? I think this side. Yeah, we'll leave it like that for now. So there we go. That should be it. He should now be creating. He's constructing. That should come straight out into these. Yeah, he's already got a bit of fuel in. Can we see? There we go. This is what I was talking about earlier. Look, you can see it's orange. And that's to indicate that it's fuel. Fuel's colour is orange in this game, as you can see. If we look again here, like this is orange. You see, you get purple for heavy oil residue. Oh god, I forgot to connect it here. That's no good. That's why the pipe's filling up. But there we go. Oh, and he's kicked off straight away. Superb news. Oh, there's a nice little jump in our power. That's exactly what we needed. See, I was talking about getting this set up before the end of the episode, but like, I think we've got time to spare. We've got half an hour. Half an hour, lads. It's terribly exciting. All right. I just noticed none of the versatile frameworks have got to base yet. Is that right? Is that how long that conveyor belt is? We'll have to go and check that. Let's go and check that real quick. We'll let that go on now. So our plastic and rubber are still producing exactly the same as before. And literally all we've done is just, instead of outputting that petroleum coke, we've just changed the recipe so that now they're outputting fuel, which is great. And we can just use that to power a power station. So let's go have a quick look. See, look at that. We managed to get our first power station up and running before the freighter even came back. I am that damn good. Let's go. And to finish today then, I think I might go hunting some more. What the? That did not feel fair to me. I think we nailed that. Oh, so nice being able to just take little shortcuts thanks to the backpack. The jetpack. But yeah, I'd like to try and find some more oil. There's got to be pure around somewhere. We'll have a look, see what we can find. I just wanted to check the versatile frameworks are coming. They are coming. There's some. Are you the first ones? Oh, no, there's some more there. Wow, it looks like they are being slow. Any more going down the line? Doesn't look like. Is this a smart splitter? Oh, whoa. That should be any. That's why. Friggin' hell, dude. That's why it wasn't working. Oh, wait, there's still some of these inside the splitter. See, that's the weird. They do have storage inside these things. They're a bit strange. Right, I'm happy now. That should go and just be fed in. So that's cool. Right, we can stop worrying about that one. Let's go and see if we can hunt a bit more oil when we wrap up today. And if we're really smart, we might be able to just set up another power station real quick. We can really boost, because that's taken us now. Yeah, 1930 all in. That's good. I'll probably drop by about 300, because what is it? We've got 1200 from the coal. Then we got another 250 from. Oh yeah, that's what our. Bloody hell, Rob, come on. That's what our constant production is the coal and the fuel, the petrol power. So. Yeah, that difference of 500-ish is our biofuel burners that we've got all around. They're all over the place. I should probably destroy them just so that, or at least take them off the grid. I think I'll just destroy them so that they're not muddying our signals. I think that looks pretty cool from over here, doesn't it? Can we zoom in a bit? Good draw distance on this game. I bloody love it. There it is, though. It's our plastic and rubber production ongoing. Right, can we get a couple of these little yellow sluggies? So this is another tactic for getting a long distance. Just tap that button every now and again. Works quite nicely. The enemies? Usually some enemies protecting a sluggy, but today it does not seem that is the case. There was that other guy right up on top of there, but forget about that for now. Maybe another time. Right, so. Oh, sorry, I'm dead pleased. I just want to have a look at it. It looks nice from up here as well. Let's get our scanner out. We'll do another scan for oil. See if we a bit closer, or maybe we see something different now. That's impure. I don't think we saw that one before. Or did we? Normal, impure. What's this temp thing again? Normal, impure. So there is a normal around the corner, so that's good. I'm going to just pop over to these guys over this side. We'll go over to this point, and then I'll scan again and see if we pick up anything else. And if not, then that's just going to be tough luck, and we'll just live with it. But yeah, the other places I've gone to find oil in this game definitely had pure nodes, which are so good. You get so much stuff out of them. Oh, look, here's another. Oh no, it wasn't loaded. Versus. Jeez, he was tough. Where's his body parts gone? Let's pick those up. Make sure we get some barrel nuts. And see if we can increase our health item supply. Right. So I think it's over this way somewhere. Which way are they? Are we going to see them ding? Okay, it's that way. Let's go and have a look. Try and stay up high just in case there's any goodies up here. Oh, get out of it. I'm not very good at aiming, gotta say. I do like a first-person shooter, but I'm not very good at them. Okay. Well, we're definitely finding a good few power slugs. I should get my thingy out so we can look for Mercer spheres at the same time, really. Oh, I got one in here. Is this where I put it? Yes. I'm so smart sometimes, man. Right. Where's my Mercer spheres? Well, there is one around here, apparently. Looks like it's down below. Oh, this bit looks real cool. No, we should be real good for doing the overclocks we want to do soon. It's got to be under here. Let's have a look. Oh, another one of those guys. I hate them. Aha! There it is. Just past him. Oh, bugger. Messed that up. Right, have we got any other ammo? No, only stun ammo. Because those guys are really annoying. And they spit out so many flies, I'm not even going to do it. I feel like I need a better gun. I need to be able to kill them before they even do anything. You, though, not too bothered about you. Mainly because I can just repeat stun you. And your ammo's... their shots are so easy to dodge. Right. So, now I've lost my bearings completely. Which way were we going? East? Oh, we're nearly there. Oh, hello, hello, hello. This is what we wanted. Normal. Fuel! Excellent. Okay, I think that's where we're going to head to. Which one is that? Ah, too many buttons in this game sometimes, don't you think? Here we go. That direction. Okay, cool. Oh, another slug. Hey, dude. Don't mind if I take you home, do you? Turn you into a little battery thing to overclock my machines? Poor little guy. Where is this oil? Another slug up here. So many sluggies. Is this it here? Yes. This one looks really cool, actually. I like the little sort of shape around it. Alright, this is going to be a cool spot to build a massive power station in. Why are these rocks so colourful? Oh! It's like coral here. That's really cute. This is a cool looking area. That looks like a Mercer sphere over there. Sorry. Just getting that moment, that rare moment of like exploration wonder. I love that feeling. Okay, let's go and get this hard drive. What? Oh my god, I'm swimming so I can't fight. Are you joking? That is ludicrous. Who designed that? Sorry, mate. Ooh, some motors. Not enough space for gas nobelisks. How am I so full of stuff? Oh, it's all these leaves. Let's get rid of those for starts. Get rid of the wood. A few spare quick wire. I really need to get this. I might try and do this unlock soon as well. Maybe I'll get some Mercer spheres between episodes so we can unlock that soon. Because the ability to just like... So, sorry, just in case you're listening and not watching, what I'm talking about is the ability to upload stuff from my inventory straight to the dimensional depot, because it just makes clearing your inventory when you're out exploring like so much easier. But it's fine for now. We'll just do that. Got a couple of those. They can go in the bin. What else can go in the bin? You. Bit of petroleum coke, anyone? In the bin. So many items. It's ludicrous. Definitely didn't need those stack of things that I brought. Okay, we can open this one. We got the encased beams. Gimme. Oh, there's some more right here. Sometimes I've noticed that is the way it works. Is like you find a thing like this, and then the item you need is in the stuff that's just floating around it. Which is kind of handy. So always have a little route around, see what you can find. But yeah, I haven't done this biome at all. This is quite exciting. Oh, I love having a good mooch about a new place in this game. I do still think it's a bit of a mistake that it doesn't have any sort of procedural option for the sort of resource nodes and stuff. I mean, because once you know the map, I think it does take quite a bit away from it. Because it definitely feels like, I don't know, what do I want to say? It's like once you know the best place to build like an oil power plant, why would you build one anywhere else? You know? And I kind of like the idea of like starting a game and then not knowing where stuff is. Perhaps there is a mod that does such a thing. When I finally get bored of just the default experience, I'll probably look into that. Although I probably should look at mods soon, because back when I used to play Oxygen Not Included, also top tier sort of strategy-based building game that you should check out if you haven't played it before. That had some really good mods that made the default experience way cooler. Just from a purely like UI point of view, like making the the menus better, giving you extra hotkeys and cool stuff like that. It was very good. Hey mate, get in my pocket. Alright, cool. Why don't we try and just throw down then, before we log off today, what we got? We got 20 minutes. Let's go and try and get ourselves another power station set up real quick. And this guy's going to be a big one. Now remember, we can do lift of 10 meters. I think that's the same for these things by default. Let's put one in actually. Does it say that in the description? Oh, no, it was on that screen. Let's see. All those fluids to be transported 10 meters upwards, yes. So that's like 2 and a bit blocks, right? So we can transport liquid quite high up in the air. And I'm not thinking that I'm going to build much else around this thing. This is literally just going to be like a power station. But the terrain's a bit tricky. It's just a lot of clearing that I don't want to do. So we're going to do it in a slightly different, lazy way today. Where's our foundations? How big is this guy here? Oh, is that a 4 meter? It's sunk into the floor quite nicely. Oh, wait. Oh, I wondered what was going on. It's because it was further away than it looked. Right, so that's a 4 meter foundation. Let's put a couple of them there, like that. I mean, we're only seeing like 1 meter's worth of that foundation, it looks like. But, you know, look, he can easily lift this high. He could lift another block and a bit. So I think we'll just do 2 for now. Does this mean, or does that colour look wrong? Is that what colour they always are? Huh? Maybe it's just the lighting. Anyway, so if we do this about this level, I think we'll be able to fit our power station and whatever else we need to support it just here. So get a bunch of these down. Okay, and as we've done before, my favourite thing to do with the power stations is overclock them, just to save on building materials and time, building and space. And it doesn't have any downsides overclocking a power station. Can I just chop this? Yeah, I'm allowed to chop this one. Delicious. Right, he looks like quite a good vantage point for doing some building, so we see if we can get on him. So you, 240 crude oil per minute. Sign me up. What was I doing? Oh, sorry, I was just having one of those moments where I trail off in my head, and I was just thinking about... So I think what's going to happen here is we're going to end up making a load of polymer resin, because if we're just doing just fuel and not making plastic as well, because I don't think we really need to make plastic here, I want this to just be all fuel. You can use the polymer resin to make plastic, which is kind of useful, and better than what I'm going to do for now. So maybe that's something I'll look at in the future. And then maybe we're on the middle of all this big amount of water, so it's quite nice for just building out some roads. We've got lots of space for doing that, and maybe we can ferry off that plastic at a later time. But for now, we're going to be making the polymer resin and just putting it in the bin. So yeah, I just want this to be power. Well, I'm hoping. I can't remember exactly how much we can produce. Where's our refinery? Bloody hell, it's such a huge building. Right, so if we put him facing this way, and maybe if I put him roughly in the middle of this square, get out of the way things. So let's just say we'll just put him here. I could spend ages choosing where to put things in this game. Do you ever find you do that? So let's make some fuel. So he needs crude oil 60 per minute to make 40 fuel per minute. That's great. So quick bit of maths. That means we can do 4 of these refineries. That's flipping great news. We lined up? That seems to be it. Oh no, I don't want to put them real close to each other, do I? Do I? No, because what we're going to do is this, you see. So we're going to build a refinery, and I just want him to just output. We're going to do a really simple design, nothing clever or fancy at all. I'm just going to put one fuel generator in front of him, and even though he's making, twice as much fuel than this guy... Oh, for God's sake, Rob. It is very tricky to stand on the edge of these things. It's like the collision just suddenly disappears much sooner than you think. I definitely feel that's true. So let's stick him there. I think that looks fine. Do we care about it being that? Oh no, I'm going to put it back a little bit because it will. It's going to spit out some crap that we want to sink as well. So we'll put them back a little bit. So that's got them with their ports nicely lined up. We just quickly do this. And then we look at this guy. So he needs 20 fuel per minute. I think this guy's going to be making 40, right? He's going to be making 40 fuel per minute. So what we need to do with that... Oh, I've just thought I might not going to have belts fast enough to deal with this. I might not. We might have to get a belt upgrade. Ooh. Challenge accepted. We can do that before the end of the episode. So the issue that's going to happen... Oh, no, wait. Let's think about it. Because if I've got 4 of these, I'm going to output 120. Oh, that's fine. We can handle that. We can easily handle that. So this power station can take... Well, we're making enough fuel for 2 power stations, but I'm just going to overclock this guy to 200%. Now he'll take twice as much fuel, but he'll also make twice as much power. 500 tasty megawatts, everyone. We're going to make 4 of these. We're going to be rolling in it. It's going to be great news. So that's step 1. And we just need to copy this like 4 times. What we just need to be mindful of is like how big these guys are. So maybe it's better if I just line these up like this. And these are much bigger than I expected. So let's we need to do a whole bunch more extending of these foundations. I actually don't know if it's worth going back that much further, is it? We'll just leave those for now. So is this enough? Yeah, it looks like it should be enough. Should be enough, he says. Where's that blue line? Yeah, I think if you're on too narrow an angle in this direction, it doesn't even draw the blue line for you, which is quite an odd... It must be some sort of like thing in how it's calculated or something, but it is a bit annoying. Right, so I'll put him there. Come on, where's my line? There it is. Donk. And then what we want is like a refinery in front of each of these. See, that's one of those moments. I've copied this. Why was it facing that way when I copied it? Huh? That's very odd. I don't... It seems to just be in a different orientation. Or does it remember? Like, if I come off it... Ah, interesting. So if I turn it round to backwards, and then I copy it again... Oh, now it's backwards. Is it relative to, like, how I had it facing the last time I built it? Trying to figure out the logic of stuff like that in this game is so baffling to me. Right. There's one. There's another one. Oh, we got this. We're definitely finishing this before the end of the episode, lads. Easy mode. Come here. Connect these up. Right, so now we've got 4 very cool overclock. Well, they're not overclocked yet. I need to put some stuff in them to do that before I forget. Click, click, drag. One, 2, 3. There we go. So we've now got 2,000 megawatts of juicy power ready to turn on. We just need one more component, which is dealing with all the horrible stuff that these guys are going to produce. So I'm going to just do something kind of simple. We're going to bring it all into the center. We'll put it out this way. And I'm just going to very quickly get rid of these trees. And we'll just put a sink here that can take it all and get rid of it. I'm probably going to fill a box with it as well, just because I know there are recipes that use it later that I've never really messed around with or tried using, so we might do some of those if and when that happens. Right, so it's gone a bit dark here, hasn't it? I really like the nighttime in this bit. Feels really cool because it's not too misty. I know it's misty in the distance, but the game fog in this game just is a little bit irritating. Where's my... There we go. Too many buttons, too many toolbars. What the heck is actually going on? Wait a second. There we go. Oh, I can really hear the fans on my PC all of a sudden. It always worries me when there's like, it just suddenly gets that moment where they're like, like, oh god, computer's like melting. It only ever lasts a few seconds at any time. There must be that point where it just crosses like the threshold, whatever it's set to. What am I doing now? We want to... I don't know why I'm looking at my inventory. I want a merger. Take a merger. It's going to head towards the middle. Head towards the middle. Head towards the middle. Nice. Each of these are outputting at 30 per minute. So they can be level 1 belt to here. Then coming out of here it will be 60. So that's also fine. It's just from the point where they all merge that we need to make sure it's a level 2. What is going on with these belts, man? What we really need to do, this is going to be a tricky one. I might try, can we do, yeah, that's beautiful. So if I do a merger, and then one more merger, they should be all nicely in line. So we can feed that into there. That, oh golly. One can go into there. We're going to put one of my little things underneath him so he looks like he's standing up. Cute. And then that's just going to go this way into a sink. Can't quite fit the sink between the buildings, unfortunately. Otherwise I would. But we'll just stick it here for now. Where's he gone? Oh wait, where is this line coming through? It's sort of this side of here. It's about here, I think, which actually looks perfect. Oh, if this perfectly lines up, I'm going to be extremely pleased. So he needs to be a Mark II because it's going to be coming through at 120, as does the belt. Oh, there's a reason this game's got the name it's got, you know, and it's moments like that. Right, I'm going to actually paint you the right colour. I need to go and do the other ones as well. But sweet, that should be it. We just need to connect the oil itself and then do the power, and then we're good, I think, everybody. Nearly done for another episode. Where's my toolbars? Here we go. Can I just do this? Oh, in fact, let's do these guys first. There we go. God bless those lock-on. No, those not lock, like snapping lines. There, they were doing some good work. Get my pipe, plug him in. See, with this one, do I need to distribute it? I've never had an issue just splitting oil like this. Not in the same way that I've had with water on the power stations. Like, it's never done it. Who knows? Maybe it will for this one, or we'll have to come and fix it next time. We'll see. And if it does go wrong, we'll save it, because it'll be a good example for the actual guide that I'm supposed to be researching while I'm doing this playthrough. Okay, so they've got all their oil in. I think these guys just need their recipe saying as well, actually. I don't think I've done that. Fuel. Okay. Oh, nice sunrise this morning. Lovely stuff. Then we just need, we need to get power over here. Need to build some little beams for our power. Where is the energy connector on this building? Hello? Is it at the front? Oh, is it near the power light? Yeah, it's usually near the power light. I think that's the trick. Oh no, it's not true on the generators. I take it back. Ignore me. I don't know anything. I'm terrible at this game. Let's get our beams. Can I fit it here? That feels like a good spot. 24 meters up, clipping through the big mushroom. Do I care? I do not. Look how big this is. That's a 40-meter beam we've just made there. Oh, that felt good. It's not quite the right place. It's like here. Is it? I'm going to just put it there. We'll live with it if it's not quite straight. Oh no, the other one just went a little bit higher. Hang on. Sorry, I'm a right stickler for these things. Donk. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's connect him to there. Oh, I forgot to do the power station as well. Oh, power station's this side. We'll do the power station on a separate circuit. Whoop. Oh no, missed the jump. Sweet. And then let's just get... Oh, I did not mean to fall down, but we move. Let's do another one by here. We'll make this one 12 meters high. Don't think it needs to be quite as tall. Hey, I clicked that button. Okie dokie. Oh! Well, thank God for the jetpack. That's what I say. Right, what are we doing? This one. And then this one. I do like doing the power wires this way. It's so much neater. Okay, that's cool. And then I guess we will connect this one to this one and this one to one here. And that's going to connect to our main grid. So I think we just need a power tower platform. Do I stand him just in the water? I cannot do that. I love how wildly inconsistent I am with when something's just like, I can't be bothered, and when it bothers me. Brains are silly. Right, let's get him there. We can connect this guy to here. We can then, we just got to run this back to our next available power line, which I think, oh God, where was it again now? It's over here, right? It's in this bit. Where's going to be the best way? Maybe straight across the water and down this way. Okay, cool. Let's do it. We'll stick this guy like this. I got my thingy-majiggy. Here it is. Off we go. Oh, we just passed 2 hours on the recording, so he's going to give us our little warning any second now, probably after this autosave. Whoa! Did not mean to do that. Oh, isn't that good? So, yeah, let's just collect this up and make sure it's working, and then we'll call it a day, I think. This is not ideal, is it? This is actually really not ideal. This terrain is not fun. Maybe we just do something quite lame like this. Feels a bit of a waste doing it that close, but I just need to be able to... I want to be able to swing on the wires, so keeping them like this is the most sensible thing to do, I think. So we do it like this. Hopefully now, just round this left-hand corner. Is this where we are? I can hear some sluggies. Yeah, I can see buildings. I can see buildings. Okay, cool. That's great. So I might just... Can I stretch the power tower over this way? Bingo. If we see how... Can we put him right at the edge? Oh, I'm going to be really obnoxious and just put him here. I'll destroy all these trees now. Get out of my way. Come here, you. And then now we can just go donk, donk. There we go. That should be it. That's going to be power. That's going to be power. You're definitely on the grid. Yeah. So let's watch this. Capacity is 1900. So we should get... I mean, it should jump to... What did we say we were getting? 500 times 4? See you later, mate. So yeah, we should see that jump up to about nearly 4,000, which is incredibly exciting. Is that another sluggy? Oh, there's loads. I'm definitely going to do a little bit of a recon around here between episodes. I don't like doing the recon on the episodes. I feel like it's a bit of a dull task to watch. That's not really what people are that interested in watching. I don't know, maybe you are. I record these quite ahead of time, so if you leave me a comment, it'll probably be too late by the time I see it. But we'll see. Right, what's going on? Red lights abound. I see some yellow lights. Wait, we didn't give power to the bloody extractor. Dude. Right, in the interest of time, doing this quickly. No. How did I build a power line there instead, mate? Right, he's extracting. He's extracting. We'll just wait until we see... Let's stand on this power tower here. We should see the smoke starting to come. There we go. That refinery's just kicked in. You going to kick in next, please? Are you going to kick in next? There he goes. And then we should get these guys kicking in. There we go. Those two kicked in both at the same time. Oh, he's gone yellow again. That's all right. They're going. They're going. The last one's going down there. Come on. Come on. 2 of the power stations are going. Come on, me laddies. Oh, this is going to be exciting. I can just feel my heart's racing. Come on. Oh, look at those spikes. It's just settling down. This tends to happen, I've noticed, when you do this, because it's like getting into its groove of producing fuel with the supply it's getting, but it should settle down very soon. I think we're going to wrap it there. I'll have a look between episodes. We'll see if anything's going wrong with the production. If it is, I'll save the fixing that until we're all back. Oh, God. Wait, this might be causing the issue because they can't output because their petroleum coke's all backed up. God damn it. That's what happens. We rushed it a little bit, boys. We rushed it. Now, come here. Right. Get powered. Right. That should get everything moving. Now these guys should be able to produce properly. It looks like power station's all running now. Looks like he's just gone yellow again. Not quite sure what's going on. But hey ho, there we go. We move. What an adventure today, guys. We did a whole ton of stuff. And look how cool our power station looks. The first one I built was pretty cool because it was so huge, because I had like twice as many power stations. But yeah, it's looking good. It's looking real good. Anyway, guys, girls, all of you who've hung out with me today, thank you very much. I will catch you real soon in the next one.